Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today on Polypoid, it's going to be Sharp versus Sn0W, an incredible PvT sent to me by RJB. Top right, it is going to be our red Terran player. It is Sharp, SSL1 finalist. He got to the finals and then got smacked around by Sylphid like so many others did. And on the bottom left, it is Sn0W, the best Protoss player in the world right now. Also got smacked around by Sylphid. He's a Bonjour at this point, and SSL2 is coming up, and I could not be more excited. Flash is going to try and qualify. We've got Bisu, we have Jaedong, we have Sn0W, we have Sylphid, we've got Sharp, we've got Hero. We've got so many amazing players tooling around, getting ready for SSL2, and gonna battle for our enjoyment. So a PvT here on a map that you know and love. Again, it's an RJB replay. Check him out at youtube.com/@RJB_TV. Give him a follow. Give him a subscription. I guess you can't follow on YouTube, but you know what I'm talking about, right? I've been streaming to Twitch as well as YouTube, so terms get mixed up in my brain, especially because I have 3 kids, and I am 42 years old, and my remaining brain cells are being taxed heavily. All right, so hang on a second. What? Where's the production tab? Unit panel. Oh, right. Did I Alt F at some point? I might have accidentally clicked on that. Hey, production tab is back. It was gone, but I think we're okay. We're not missing anything insane here. It's not a Nexus first. From Sn0W, he's got a gateway coming in, got the gas, playing it extraordinarily safe. Same thing with this gas. Here from Sharp, both players respect each other, and there are going to be a lot of tanks in this matchup. Maybe some carriers. For those of you who enjoy carriers, Terran fans think that if carriers come out, it is a Protoss win after that point. But I've cast enough StarCraft to know that is not the case. Just the case a lot. So Cybercore. Yes, factory coming up as soon as we have enough gas. Steve the SCV being dutiful and scouting the bottom right. Ah, there we go. I was doing that because I've been casting StarCraft 2, and Control-Shift-F follows the unit that you have currently selected, but in Brood War Remastered, right-clicking does that. All right, so fair enough, man. I am streaming 6 times a week. Wednesdays off, Saturdays and Sundays on. And come say hello. I'll be casting pro replays just like this one, featuring players just like this one. Man, I cast a series of games featuring Jaedong and Rain, another series featuring Bishop and Zealot, the super aggressive Zerg player. So good. Nope, you can't block Steve the SCV, man. He's gonna scout ya. So he sees the cybernetics core, he sees the gateway and says, all right, Dragoon on the way, and he is correct there. Just checking to make sure there's an expansion, and he does. Factory, Vulture. Let's say, what machine shop upgrade will we see first? I want to say it's going to be Spider Mines. Here from Sharp, who got all the way to 2nd place in SSL1, man. Yo, some of that is brackets, and who he had to face off against. If he faced Sylphid earlier, then he would have not gotten to the finals, right? You know how tournaments work. What am I telling you? Vulture versus Dragoon. Vulture says, nope, not interested. I'll just try to kite you, I guess. No, come on, man. Just run. Just run. Taking a little bit of shields off of that Dragoon. And I got 2 Marines and a Vulture here. Enough to make the Dragoon fall back or at least kite. Expansion on the way. Nice job scouting from this Dragoon. Yeah, he got deep enough to see that there is a command center coming up in the natural base here. And a little bit of an early robotics facility. But again, the first research could be Spider Mines. So it's not guaranteed that this is going to be an early Reaver. But hey, it's Sn0W. We'll have to see. There we go. Spider Mines being researched on this machine shop. Yes. So none of these, all 4 of these people, are alive. I figured that one of them would be dead by now, but nope, Dragoon. Oh, I guess he did kill a Marine, but a Marine replaced him, right? Yeah. Probably this one that has 40 hit points instead of the other one that is so super injured. Singularity charge finishing up, and yeah. Ah, robotic support bay warping in at 5 minutes. All right, Sharp, you know what's going on here. Well, it's not Snow up here, but it's Auto KK, which is a Smurf name I'm not familiar with for Snow, and maybe Sharp is? But hey, it's a PvT. Preparing for Reavers is never a bad idea, right? So another factory here. Let's see Engineering Bay, man. You need turrets. You need turrets to fight a shuttle with a Reaver in it. And this was a nice little push out here. Dragoons blocking. Spider mines being laid down. No siege. So it's 4 Dragoons versus a tank, 4 Marines, and a Vulture. I don't know, man. I feel like the Dragoons have this, honestly. One of them's already dead. Okay, 2 of them are dead, but that tank is gone. Absolutely toast. Trying to repair it. No, not happening. Marine's dead there, too. Took a Spider Mine hit, but lived like a boss. That's right, like a boss here from Snow. Dealing with it, no problem. Maybe if that second tank had been here, that'd be nice. Siege mode is on the way. Do you want to wait for speed? Like, want to wait for it? Maybe? Wait for siege mode? No? Okay, we're just trying to get in here. Spider-Man drags it. Wait, did that not... What? How is that tank alive? I don't know. Wow. Okay, so 4 kills on the siege tank. All the Dragoons of Snow are dead. Snow are dead. We've got a Reaver out. It's in a shuttle. This tank is running home. We Spider-Mined. We reset the Dragoon count. I don't say that very much. We talk about resetting the tank count as a Protoss player, but that is not what happened here. We 100% reset that Dragoon count for Snow, which is crazy. Where's my Engineering Bay? I mean, sure, Goliaths are also good, but they're not here yet. So we're going to do this without turrets and without Goliath. This is going to hurt. I guess Marines are the anti-air. There's the Engineering Bay. Never mind. Coming in. Siege tank sniped, avenging his buddies. Did Reaver Man here. Trying to put Spider Mines inside the base so you can't just unload wherever you want. Unloading in the mineral line is kind of wherever you want, though. And maybe an SCV went down there. It's 41 workers. Marine getting sniped by a Reaver shot is huge overkill. This thing's doing 100 damage per attack, folks. 100. And a Marine has 40 HP. So you just get evaporated at the atomic level if you take a hit from a Reaver shot and you're a Marine. I mean, Zerglings are even worse. They just get sent to another dimension, I think, when they get killed by a Reaver shot, especially if it's just one of them. Oh, siege tanks just take damage normally. An SCV takes splash damage there. Tank running away, survives with 2 hit points. Insane. Dude, trying to build stuff over here, not going well. This is brutal. This is some brutal StarCraft, man. Ooh, did take a Reaver. Oh, never mind. Took 2 shots to the Reaver. And it died. Wow, that siege tank range was an entire screen. Brutal. I'm going to say brutal again, and I'm going to be done. All right, so Reaver's out, Dragoon's out, Singularity Charge done, Charon Boost coming in. Not having turrets around here really caused some problems. That's why all this stuff is dead. That's why the SCVs died, right? That's why the Marines died. Got to get those turrets out. Sharp kind of screwed it up there, I got to say. But again, you can't just assume that every Protoss player is opening Reaver on your butt. Third base coming in. Snow looking fine there. Again, it's a minerals only base. Not my favorite place to expand. I would take my third base up here every single time on this map, but Snow is recognizing the value of minerals in a position that is easier to defend when you're dealing with a Terran army who's going to have a lot of tanks, and in fact has a lot of tanks already. Turrets on the way. Great. Dragoons clearing out Spider Mines. I guess we're chasing this. Oh, the shuttle did die, but also that Goliath is dead, and also that Vulture is dead. So trades. It's all about the trades, folks. Who makes good economic trades? A Spider-Man killing a Dragoon's an amazing trade in the Terran's favor. Not something you want to do. 100 damage on those Scarabs, man. He actually is getting Scarab upgrade, which increases it by 25. So, I mean, that's overkill. I mean, it still doesn't one-shot a siege tank because it's got 150 hit points. If it one-shot a siege tank, we'd get that upgrade every day and twice on Sundays, man. So we're focusing the Reaver, and it dies, but gets a couple Scarabs off. Not bad, I guess. Bruising up these tanks is totally fine. High grounding the Dragoons and saying, hey, come up here. Why don't you come up this high ground? Let me get some free shots off. Well, you're missing Sucker. Third base rolling. 58 to 52 workers for Sn0W. Throwing up another robotics facility down here. Maybe for more Reavers. Maybe for observers. Either way, trading Dragoons for tanks. We're trading Dragoons for tanks. We're trading Dragoons for tanks. Hi-ho, the Mario. We're trading Dragoons for tanks. And by that, I mean the Dragoons are all alive. Just like 2 of them died, but that was totally worth it, man. Sharp's in an immense amount of trouble. We're talking about our guy Sn0W, though. Vultures got deep inside the natural base, though, of Sn0W. 2 kills. 6 kills on that Vulture. Yo. Dude, 4 kills on that Vulture. Not bad at all. Where did they run? They must have run by. I don't think there's a dropship anywhere. There's not a starport, right? Yes, there is a starport, but it doesn't have a control tower, so never mind. Nope, they just walked in the front door. Crazy stuff. More shuttles being produced. More tanks being produced because the trades were so good here. More and more factories being added on. So we're at 1, 2, 3. Another one coming in for 4th and a 5th. So 5 fact play here. Science facility on the way. Probably for EMPs and defensive matrix and all sorts of great stuff. We're going to bully this one Dragoon. Force her to trigger a spider mine. Oh, like 3 spider mines triggered. Oh. Did I say her? Do I see Dragoons as women? I guess it doesn't really... Technically, I don't think they are, but also they're Protoss. I guess Protoss have gender because, well, Rajagal's a woman and, like, Phoenix is a dude, so... Beats me. Doesn't really matter, does it? Not so much. Further upgrades coming in for our Protoss, and by further I mean he's getting a +1 attack for his ground and has no other upgrades at all. More Vultures being produced. Siege tank Vultures. We'll keep an eye if there's a carrier transition forthcoming from Sn0W, but I think he's just going Gateway Man with the Reavers. 2 shots. No supply depot for you, I guess. Cancels the supply depot. Yeah, you're going to take siege tank shots if you try to wander over there. Yeah, took some damage there for sure. 4th base coming up the left side. We got a spinning Bengalas down here that's distracting me on the minimap because it's moving and it makes me feel like there's an attack happening, but no, it's just a very, very motion-sick Bengalas trapped in an eternal prison. Looks like you can get out this way, doesn't it? It looks like that's a gap that you should be able to walk through, but apparently not. Vulture's going to try to jump at this 3rd base. Getting sandwiched by Dragoons and murdered instead. Unfortunate end for these guys. They had bigger plans than that. And Reaver high ground in it. Are we zealot bombing? Kind of trying to zealot bomb. Again, tanks take the first shot at the zealot, and then the second shot is late, and the Reaver gets a free hit off, and it's kind of a waste of a Reaver shot there, because I think the Vulture was already dead. Citadel coming in. Zealot legs would be nice in this situation, says Sn0W. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 facts, dude. I've got a command center, too. He's trying to land it over here. We can see said command center on screen now. And yeah, it's just really, really tough for Goliaths to move when there are Reavers like this. Extremely, extremely difficult. Oh, we're going. Sn0W decides to go. There are about 7 siege tanks here. A lot of Vultures, too. So, I mean, this is not going to be a win condition, but I think we're going to kill at least 3 of the tanks. Fine. Delay landing of that command center just a little bit more. Also a win. Sn0W has multiple objectives he's keeping straight in his mind so far. Sieged up. And, oh, the Reavers are taking shots. Get out of there. Pick them up. Oh, he lost one. Reaction time a little bit too slow. But gets revenge, killing 2 Reavers with a single Scarab shot. Sick. Reaver micro Sn0W. You monster are so impossible to stop with this Reaver stuff. Man, how many kills does that Reaver have? A bunch. At least 2. Probably as many as 5. Probably more than that. I'd love to know. Please don't die before I can look at your kill count. No. Keeps picking it up. He keeps making more Scarabs. Oh, the shuttle died. The Reaver's going to die. Come on, Reaver. Don't make any more. Don't. Okay, well, it didn't really matter, did it? No, 3rd base is here. Dragoons fighting hard. 3 kills. 9 kills on that Dragoon. That is a veteran of the wars. Imagine if Dragoons kept the kills that their Zealots form had before they got put into a Dragoon chassis. How cool would that be? It's like how High Templar, you know, their kills get transferred over to the Archon they morph into. What if every Zealot that died was had a counterpart Dragoon? What if you had to lose a Zealot before you could make a Dragoon as Protoss? That would suck against Terran, I think, right? Be okay against Zerg, because they make a lot of Zealots and then they make a lot of Dragoons. It would make a lot of sense. But, like the lore would have to be held, right? 157 and 137 supply. Who is winning this game? I don't know. Tap that like button, by the way, if you're enjoying this. Subscribe to the channel. We got 67,000 subs here. They can't all be wrong. That's what I say. If you like StarCraft, good place to be. 6 standalone VODs posted every week. And then 6 live streams hosted for 4 hours or more every, well, 6 days of the week, man. That is more StarCraft than one can shake a stick at, yeah? Also, I am trying to make this a full-time career, so if you want to support the channel monetarily, it'd be greatly appreciated these days. You can do so at paypal.com with a falconpaladin@gmail.com address. Also, patreon.com/falconpaladin. Good place to go. Those 2 places for monthly recurring donations and for one-time donations for PayPal are really, really the best, where most of your money gets to the creator and less of it goes to the platform you're supporting them on. Boy, these vultures are certainly bullying these Dragoons. Look at this surround. The friends show up. Hey, you leave our friends alone. Too late. They're already dead. All we can do is avenge them. And that's exactly what Sn0W is trying to do here. 173 to 153 supply. Thinking about expanding up this way, and Vulture says, what if you didn't, though? I imagine there was a probe up there trying to expand, and I think the Vulture killed it. So new probe heading up this way, but guess what? Look at how smart Sharp is. He says, no, actually, you're not going to expand up there without an escort. You're not going that direction. Thank you, sir. Expanding to the 6 o'clock. Fine, says Sn0W. I'll take this for my 5th base. 4th base is landing over here at the 3 o'clock for Sharp. So Sharp is definitely a monster. There was a while he wasn't the strongest Terran player, but he's been working very hard over the last couple of years. And obviously, his SSL 1 2nd place finish tells us everything about that. So, once again, trying to bully kind of a large group of Dragoons here, I gotta say. Spider Mines connecting all over the place. And this time, nope. The bullied become the bullies, and the Vultures have to flee, but that's righteous karmic justice right there. Tried to bully us, and now you are being bullied. Fair. Sn0w's maxed out, making more Reavers, getting some High Templar into this mix. Hasn't tossed any Storm down yet, but has some High Templar hanging. There's a scan. What are we scanning? Nothing? No, seriously, what are we scanning? Maybe this area? Something out front? Fine. Any sign of carriers? No. Sn0w does use carriers, but not a ton. There's another scan, and this catches a group of Dragoons running around. Siege tanks get some free shots off there. 1-1 upgrades on the Dragoons. 2-1 upgrades on the tanks with a 3-2 coming in, as is tradition in TVP. These are the upgrades we see from the Terran players. So yeah, I hope you're enjoying the cast. Coming up on my 10-year anniversary for this YouTube channel. I started it in February 2015, and here we are in almost February 2025. I did not think I'd be doing this for 10 years. I kind of hoped I would. I wasn't sure if the channel would be a success, but by golly, it has. And thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon, on a channel membership here on YouTube. If you're subbed to me on Twitch with Prime, that's awesome too. I mean, there's a billion ways to support the channel. I know most of you who are watching this are supporting me in some way, and I appreciate each and every one of you. You've made this a success. Reaver died. Pull back. Wait, secondary backup Reaver exists. Unnecessary shot, but again, it's fine. I don't know about going after this 3rd base. Seems like most of the Terran army is here, guys. Okay, Reaver dies, doesn't get picked up at all. Like, attack this base. These Dragoons, I think, could take this base. There's 1 siege tank parked at it, but he's also worried about this massive push-out. It's not just the defense of the 3rd anymore. It is a massive push-out here from Sharp. Jumping on it. These tanks have sieged up. There's no storm. There's no stasis. There's just nothing but Zealots and Dragoons trying to do this, and that is not going to work out. He's trying to force up sieges, is what he's doing, while more Reavers get produced. Cadaran Amulet just finished. Psystorm, I imagine, is somewhere nearby. Reaver. Ugh, taking out 1 of the 10 siege tanks here. Taking out 2 of the 10 siege tanks here. That's what you gotta do. I was like, how do you eat an elephant? And the answer is 1 bite at a time. I don't think that's the exact joke, but you get the point I'm making here. Can't kill all the tanks at once. What you can do is kill 1 tank at a time, maybe 2 tanks at a time with splash damage. But seriously, where's my Psystorm at? He didn't have enough energy for Storm. He's getting sniped. Okay, Knight 3 High Templar got sniped in quick succession. No storms are being had. Sharp is feeling pretty good. Up 134 to 122 supply. Setting up at this 3rd base of Snow. I don't know if this can be dislodged by the Protoss player. It is Snow. We must believe in Snow. Dude, Shuttle evac these probes. Not evacing the probes. Shuttle instead is holding a single injured Reaver inside it. Okay, 1 more tank down, but trading Dragoons out. Reaver died. Reaver died. Spider-Mine killed 3 Dragoons at once. This base is dead. The natural base is being threatened immensely. This is looking so bad for Snow. I told you, Sharp has leveled up. For a while there, I was casting him, and I was like, Sharp's not cool. I didn't like casting him because he wasn't very strong. This is Sharp at his best. Siege tank sieging up at the 3rd base. Vulture support. Tried to get a turret up here, but that did not happen. It's okay, I guess. This Sharp is on a rampage of epic proportions, dude. Reaver trying to deal with this. But too many tanks are coming in at the same time. And he must evac. He must sack this base. Try to send the probe somewhere else. The top left base is running. That's nice. This natural bottom right base is running. Snow is trying to keep ahead of this damage and this destruction by expanding everywhere at once. Maybe taking the bottom right corner too. But I don't know if he can outrun his, honestly, what looks to be kind of a foregone conclusion here at 22 minutes. RJB recommended this a great game, and it has been so far, but we've got some more time to go. So I'm not sure what to expect here. Could Snow make a comeback? He is even on supply, never where you want to be against a Terran in a PvT, ever. I guess if they had, like, even supply of Marines against you and you had Reavers and Psystorm, maybe that's fine. But that's not happening in a regular game of StarCraft. So outliers do not count. Nexus down. Could maybe start pushing up this way, too. These guys are kind of hanging around doing nothing. Come on, Sharp. Send them somewhere. I feel like that would be a good move for you. And look at this. Spider mining this area off. Cordoning it off. Swinging down. Parking tanks in range of the Nexus. In range of the cannons. And starting the work of +3 siege tanks. Reavers. Bam. This Reaver micro by Snow. Like, it doesn't say Snow up there, but guess who is the only player who uses Reavers like this? It's definitely Snow. My goodness, he's so good with Reavers. He does magic with them. Counterattack into the 3rd base. Nope, says Snow. Never mind, that's too scary. Too many tanks there as well. Reaver gets picked off. This base is going to die. This bottom right area is going to be shut down as well. I don't know where these dudes went. I guess maybe they're heading over this way now. But we got 2-2 upgrades for Snow. He's just struggling. He's up 10 supply overall. But down 53 to 41 workers. DT's try to do something. Scans are too good. Hang on, coming around the backside. It's not a giant Protoss army. Actually, it's bigger than I thought. They want the Nexus. They got the Nexus. That's what they came for. The Goliaths can now die. Happy men. They fulfilled their part of the deal. Where did those 4 tanks go? They got intercepted and murdered, I would assume. So, making more and more tanks here, right? We're a 4-basing Terran. We can do that. We can make 3 tanks at a time. 5 Goliaths at a time. Seems like a little heavy on the Goliath stuff, to tell you the truth. What is he worried about? There's no Arbiters out. There are certainly no carriers out. Maybe he's just worried about the possibility of Arbiters. Or he just wants to snipe the shuttles. I mean, it seems like overkill for that, but he actually already has a lot of tanks and vultures, so adding a bunch of Goliaths in here to replace the ones that died make a lot of sense then. So bottom right base coming up here from Snow to replace this one that died, to replace this 9 o'clock that died too. What a knockdown, drag him out PvT this is. 164 to 146 supply. Snow's macros keeping him up on things. The 6 o'clock has been priceless for him to keep this alive. Natural base still has some mining at it too, is also very good. Vultures doing what vultures do, laying spider mines everywhere, slowing down troop movements, trying to make it harder to re-expand to places you've already killed. Whew. $180 to $144 supply. Snow is up. Looks like another expand attempt here, maybe to this base. Would be interesting. I don't know why Sharp's not taking this 12 o'clock. It's nice. It's got gas at it. It's got high grounds you can put tanks on top of. It's a wonderful place to expand. But he's decided instead to try to head down this way and, again, take a minerals-only base. Don't understand it. Snow trying to pop in here and shut this landing down. Should be able to. They're out of range of the siege tanks. This command center cannot land. Not even close. And here we go. This command center's in trouble. I mean, it's only 3 Dragoons here, but, you know, they're +2 Dragoons. They hit pretty hard against buildings, especially. Psystorm on the tanks. Reaver connection. Snow's coming in. He's trying to shut this base down. But there are so many siege tanks here from Sharp. Where are your shuttles? The shuttles aren't doing zealot bombs. I feel like they'd be pretty darn effective here, but not so much, so we can safely land. So, random tangent. Valve put out a 2-hour-long documentary on YouTube celebrating the 20th anniversary of Half-Life 2 last year, like in December. I missed it when it came out, but I watched it the other day. Holy smokes. They've got game footage from the beta testing of Half-Life 2 Episode 3. There's this ice gun they developed that you can use to, like, create ice you can run across to get up on something. It can block bullets for you. You can, like, hit somebody and freeze them, and then it's incredible. And there's, like, an enemy that's a blob. I did not realize how far along Episode 3 was. It's an incredible documentary, and I hope more Half-Life is coming out. Alex is a great game. I'm going through it right now on a VR headset that my kid bought, but anyway. Half-Life 2, dude. Good stuff. Alright, so, I feel like Sharp is going to shut down this bottom right base. These probes are going to die. We've got a Nexus coming up at the 9 o'clock base. A second Nexus, because again, you saw how the first Nexus died. 161 to 146 supply in favor of Snow here. 54 workers to 46. These vultures causing all sorts of problems. Siege tanks causing bigger problems in the bottom right here. I don't know. This looks really bad for Snow. Saving grace is that he's got another base on the other side of the map. It is the power of Protoss in this matchup, right? That's how this always works. He's trying to get up on this third, but what's the point? It's mined out. Really shocked that Sharp isn't lifting this off and at least moving it over here to see what's going on. Snow very bravely marching out. Zealots not getting dropped, just kind of running up to the enemy tanks. This is what I'm talking about. This base has had a single tank defending it for like 10 minutes. And finally, it's gonna go down. This one dies too. This right side base is probably kaput. What an epic PvT this is. I don't even know what we're doing here anymore. 150 to 127 supply. Snow is trying to give as good as he's gotten here. He's lost a lot of Nexuses. He's losing one now. He's trying to buy time with it. I love building a pylon here. I really love the idea of building a pylon here. For reasons I don't know. Yeah, now we're going to focus on the command center. Actually, fleeing SCVs are probably a better target. Bam, now the command center. Excellent. Gonna burn it out of the sky. 2 vultures come over to this space. There aren't quite cannons here yet, folks. Not quite yet. So these probes have to flee. This is chaos. Where is Dead? Dead Infested would love the chaos in this game. Command center dying. Cannons come up to save the day. Also, you know, Protoss army saves the day too. Let's not give them less credit than they deserve. This Nexus lives. This income for Snow is insanely important. He's expanding up here too. He's got the top left, which again is massive. This base is sort of mining now as well, but look at how much red there is. And these guys are just trying to buy as much time for this base as they can. Nexus is going to die eventually. There's no way that Sn0W saves it, right? There's no way. I don't see it. I do not see it at all. 3-2 upgrades on the tanks. Not getting that final +3 armor. Whatever. Protoss not interested in 3-3 today. Usually we get at least a +3 attack from Protoss, but Sn0W not so much this time around. 153 to 129 supply. We are even Steven, in my opinion. Nexus finally dies. Building a base down here by Sharp. I want to say it's the nail in the coffin, but it might be. There's been too much map splitting going on here. Sn0W needs to have an advantage in base count. And this is not the way to do it. Not the way the map looks right now. The 6 o'clock base is probably going to die. Sharp turning his attention towards it. And there was some High Templar. Have we seen any storms today? Why do I feel like we haven't seen any storms today? So this is going to be storms, right? So we unload here, take the shots, unload here, storm. There you go. That's where the Psy Storm comes in. And there you go, bruising up the tanks. Oh gosh, those Dragoons just trying to retreat, getting massacred. High Templar taking siege tank shots for it. One gets evaporated, another one stays alive. He's still got a tank. He's still got a storm into the tank here. It's 48 workers for Sn0W. He's replacing workers pretty effectively as they're getting murdered here. And Sn0w's like, no, you can't have the 6 o'clock. It's mine. Just completely overwhelms the numbers here. Goliath getting hits off on that shuttle. Does not quite snipe it. Low ground siege tanks causing issues. They're hugging around the Nexus. They can't get hit if they're close to the Nexus. But it's hard to get up the ramp here, too, if you're the Terran. Just because coming up ramps is always a nightmare, no matter what race you are, no matter what matchup you happen to be in. So these two bases, now the saving grace. And actually abandoning this position because there's a Reaver attack down here. As the command center landed in this, not up here, interestingly enough, but he is double expanding here with double shenaniganry. Reaver shot dodged. Oh, Sn0W. He's so good with this. One Goliath should be enough to force him out. What are we at? 156 to 93 supply. Sn0W is up so much in supply. 50 workers to 30 is a big part of it, but these two bases coming down for Sharp are massive. They're so important. He's got SCVs down here already. He's building. His production capabilities have not been diminished today. There's never been an attack on those. But suddenly, Sn0w's up about 50 total supply. These bases, huge. Huge. This base that's back, very important too. This base not dying. All of it is coming together to give him a nice income, and the production has been non-stop here from Sn0w. He's up big time. However, like I said, splitting the map in half like this is bad. If Sn0w can take this base, which he's going to try to do, that I think will tilt the scales in his favor enough where he's going to be okay. Actually, this attack lost his obs to missile turrets, which is going to slow this down a little bit, except the Zealot's just clearing out the spider mines anyway, so nicely done, Robert. You'll come back as a Dragoon. Don't worry about it at all. Dude, I think Sharp might just die here. This is too much of an army. He's like, can I move the tanks away from defending all this area to defend the main base? I don't know. Put some high ground tanks up here, yes. That's good enough, I think. Obs stays alive. The Reaver shenanigans today from Sn0w have been amazing. There's been some Zealot bombing, some High Templar dropping, as we pick up a High Templar there, but mostly been the Reaver shenanigans. That's right, Shuttle. You may look innocuous, but you can drop a High Templar here and storm that mineral line, except there are siege tanks covering it because he knows. Obviously, man, unloaded that Reaver because he was not sure if another shot was going to come in from a Goliath and wipe out that Shuttle. Absolutely insane. So now the question is, maxed out Sn0w, 138 supplies Sharp. Where do we go? Do we try to head south? Do we head north? He's going to head south. He's going after these 3 bases of Sharp. Psy Storms are announcing his arrival. Shuttle gets sniped out by the Goliaths. We're just purely ground now, but that's a lot of Protoss. This base looks like it's going to die. The low ground siege tanks, yeah, command center dies. Low ground siege tanks not really enough. 50 supply advantage right now. Terran is taking his pound of flesh, but Sn0W says, screw it. We may lose Dragoons here, but we've killed one of the bases of Sharp and we'll accept it. An attack heading up the top left direction. Only vultures, but there's not much else defending this base. 2 cannons can be dealt with. 2 cannons can be dealt with. These vultures can deal with one of these bases on their own. Yeah, they've got +3 attack. They don't care about your cannons anymore. They did once upon a time, but now they've grown up, and they are ready to kill all of you. Yeah, see you later, siege tank. I mean, cannon. I mean, they didn't kill a siege tank. That doesn't make any sense. Probe's trying to flee. Nope, we're going to commit war crimes by taking out fleeing civilians. I don't know. Are probe civilians coming down south, though? Zealots, Dragoons, this command center might get target fired and killed, or we just go for the high ground siege tanks as they stand. Oh, this is so many Dragoons. Somewhere Ganon is happy. Somewhere my Twitch sub Ganon is very pleased. Twitch.tv/Falcon Paladin, and that's a GG. Sharp taps out. Yeah, these 2 bases dying at the exact same time are too much to overcome, and Sn0W is our winner in 36 minutes and 18 seconds. Oh, that was absolutely insane. What a great PVT that was. Thanks again for sending it in, RJB. Appreciate ya. Yo, I like this. It kind of looks like it's a can-can dancing, right? With these Dragoons. Dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun 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 dun. Yep, you know that song. Anyway, yeah, don't need +3, I guess, if you're Sn0W and your Reavers are gods. Wow, that was such a great game. So many Nexuses went down, so many command centers went down, and that attack was excellent. Excellently well done, man. So taking out this one, and then taking out these 2 at the same time, and now Sharp has no economy. Just out-expanding, getting a lot of cost efficiency, especially with that Reaver, and just out-cost efficiency'd Sharp here on Polypoid. Man, Sharp was good, right? Sharp was excellent, but Sn0W was better today. Tap that like button if you enjoyed this. I don't know how you would not. All right, what's the play, folks? It's going to be 180. Wow. That was an excellent PVT. We've got 281 APM for Sn0W, 308 from Sharp. APM is not everything. 200, 900, 294,000. 263,000, 200, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about here, right? Right. Outkilling the Terran player by almost half. And Sharp outproduced by almost half. So this is why it was such a close game, man. Out-resourcing in 36 minutes. 32,000 resources. I guess that was basically enough here. And yeah, again, another excellent PVT. And that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of what? StarCraft Brood War Remastered for a Monday. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all@/Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching. You take care of yourself.